Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. I never planned to expose my wife the way I did. In fact, for a long time I did the opposite. I let her believe she was safe, untouchable, smarter than me. And maybe that's the part that still shocks people the most, because when they hear this story they expect rage, screaming, revenge. What they don't expect is patience. My name is Daniel. I'm 38 years old, and for 11 years I believed I was married to my best friend. Her name is Laura. Looking back now, the signs were obvious. Late nights that didn't make sense. A phone that never left her hand. Smiles at messages she never shared. But at the time, I told myself what most men tell themselves when they love someone more than their pride. I trusted her. Or maybe I just didn't want to know. The affair didn't start with something dramatic. No sudden hotel receipts or lipstick on collars. It started with distance. Conversations that felt rehearsed. Touch that felt obligatory. She would sit beside me on the couch, scrolling endlessly, laughing softly at something that had nothing to do with me. When I asked what was so funny, she'd say, "Just work stuff," and tilt her phone away without even realizing she'd done it. The first time I suspected something real was wrong was the night she accused me of cheating. Out of nowhere, she asked who I'd been texting. Her voice was sharp, defensive. I remember thinking how strange it was, because people who are innocent don't usually lead with accusations. But instead of confronting her, I apologized. I reassured her. I played the role she expected, the clueless, slightly insecure husband who was just grateful she chose him. From that moment on, I stopped asking questions out loud. I started answering them quietly. I noticed patterns. Her girls' nights always landed on the same day of the week. Her gym sessions doubled in length, but her workout clothes came home untouched. She began dressing differently, not better, just differently. Like she was dressing for an audience that wasn't me. And still I said nothing. Here's what people don't understand. Silence doesn't always mean weakness. Sometimes it means preparation. I didn't confront her because I wanted the truth unfiltered. I wanted to know who she really was when she thought she wasn't being watched. So I waited. I observed. I let her believe she was getting away with it. She grew bolder. She stopped hiding her phone altogether. Started taking calls in the next room. Once, she came home smelling like a cologne I didn't own and didn't even bother explaining it. She just kissed my cheek and asked what was for dinner. That was the moment I knew something inside her had changed permanently. She no longer feared losing me. So I stopped fearing losing her. Over the next 2 months, I quietly gathered everything. Messages, dates, lies that contradicted other lies. I didn't snoop wildly or act suspicious. I moved slowly, carefully, like someone dismantling a house brick by brick. Every time she smiled at me across the table, every time she said, "I love you," I filed it away, not as comfort but as confirmation. The man she was seeing wasn't a stranger. It was someone from her office. Married, of course. They always are. He told her I was boring, predictable, that she deserved more. And she believed him because it was easier than admitting she wanted validation more than loyalty. What's strange is that once I knew everything, the anger faded. Not all at once, but steadily. In its place came clarity. I wasn't losing my wife. I had already lost her. I was just waiting for her to realize it. The night I finally revealed everything wasn't dramatic. No shouting. No accusations. No tears. We were having dinner. Just another quiet evening she assumed meant safety. She talked about her day. I nodded at the right moments. When she asked if something was wrong, I smiled and said, "No. I've just been thinking." After we finished eating, I stood up, cleared the plates, and calmly asked her one question. "How long were you planning on pretending?" She froze. That's the thing about truth, it doesn't announce itself. Just lands. Heavy. Unavoidable. She tried to laugh it off at first, asked what I was talking about. So I told her. Not emotionally. Not angrily. I told her the way you read a list. Dates. Times. Words she thought only one other man had seen. With every detail, her confidence collapsed. She cried. She begged. She said it was a mistake. That it didn't mean anything. That she never planned to leave me. And that was the line that finally settled everything. Because she wasn't sorry she betrayed me. She was sorry she got caught. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't insult her. I didn't even argue. I just told her the truth she hadn't considered, that while she was busy choosing herself, I had chosen peace. She asked if we could fix it. I told her no. Not because I hated her. Not because I wanted revenge. But because I had seen who she was when she thought I was beneath her attention. And I couldn't unsee it. I packed a bag that night and left her standing in the doorway, still trying to process how the man she thought was harmless had outplayed her without ever raising his voice. The divorce was quiet, efficient. She tried to rewrite the story, told people I checked out emotionally. I let her. People who know me know the truth, and people who don't were never my responsibility. Months later she texted me. Said she missed me. Said the other man hadn't chosen her after all. Said she finally understood what she lost. I never replied. Not because I was bitter, but because I had already said everything that mattered. The day I stopped trying to protect my marriage was the day I protected myself. And the irony is she never saw it coming. She thought silence meant ignorance. She thought patience meant weakness. I let my cheating wife think she was safe. And by the time she realized she wasn't, I was already gone.